We are now in one of the second floor bedrooms here at Carnton, and we're going to talk just for a few minutes about Civil War medicine. I think it's something that is oftentimes over dramatized and really can be overplayed. So, Civil War medicine. If a wounded soldier is, say, hit in the arm, hit in the upper arm, the answer is to remove the impacted limb, tie off the artery, tie off the vein, soak the wound, and move the soldier along in the next room where they begin at a sort of 70% chance at recovery. The thing is Civil War medicine in our kind of collective memory, how we understand it, and how it's been depicted to us through books and through film, have made it this overly bloody, overly gory, excruciating process.
Let me know if I hurt you. That's it.
I often like to ask people on tours, describe Civil War medicine in one word. I've only ever once heard the right answer, state of the art. No, that's not one word, but it's still the right answer. This is state-of-the-art procedures that were being used in 1864. Remove the limb, tying off those arteries, tying off those veins, fleshing out the flesh and actually sewing up the wound. You also have to think about how much Civil War medicine and how much military medicine had advanced in the course of a decade from the Crimean War to the American Civil War. All of that said, the Civil War medicine that we see here practiced that afternoon on November the 30th as these surgeons come into the home and occupy this house and turn it into a field hospital, we'll see wounded men thrown up onto improvised surgical tables. This is simply a barn door on top of sawhorses. The soldiers placed up here, the surgeon then administered a dose of chloroform. That's enough to knock the soldier out for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, one of the great myths that's come to dominate the landscape here at Carnton is that surgical tables were by the window so that the window could be opened and the limbs could simply be discarded out. There is not a single piece of evidence that indicates that in any way, and it would be totally against the common practices of Civil War medicine to collect those limbs and then remove them all in sort of one go. Those wounded men brought here, operated on, then moved into another table. That's very much the sort of assembly line process that we would see here at Carnton throughout the night of November the 30th into the next morning of December the 1st.